Good morning to you all. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Good morning, sir.
So first of all, I am going to the previous yesterday's query. So are you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So whatever we have seen here, whatever we have seen here is nothing but you can write it in another way as it may be equal to. So after this, instead of writing this one, instead of writing this step, you can write it like this as BVC cos of omega ct 1. So here BVC cos omega ct is taken as common. So here it will be 1 plus 2c by b Vm cos of omega mt. Okay, so this can be extended as, so this BVC can be assumed as another some another constant as VC dash cos of omega ct 1 plus, it can be written as 2c by b. So what this Vm was, Vm cos omega mt. So this Vm cos omega mt, what we have written here, this Vm cos omega mt is nothing but this Vm. So this Vm is nothing but, it is nothing but xt. Okay, so this Vm is nothing but xt. Okay, so instead of xt we have written here as Vm. So that xt, we can write this Vm cos omega mt as Vm cos omega t as Vm. So now it can be written as Vc dash 1 plus this term can okay, you can write, you can let it be as, so the modulated equation, the one of the form of this modulated equation is also AC 1 plus mxt cos omega ct. Okay, so I should write it somewhere else so that it will be more clear. Okay, so I'm writing it. So yeah, I can write it here. That ST is equal to AC 1 plus mxt cos of omega ct. So one of the form of the amplitude modulated signal is written as this AC 1 plus mxt cos omega ct. So when we compare this equation, when we compare this equation, this part, then we will have, we can convert that expression as Vc dash 1 plus m Vm, okay, cos of omega ct. So here m is nothing but, here m is nothing but the 2c by b. So this can be assumed as the modulation index. The ratio, this ratio, so this ratio is representing the modulation index. Okay, so modulation index or the sensitivity, okay, or sensitivity. Okay. So you can tell is that modulation index or the sensitivity of this circuitry or this modulation scheme. Okay. So you can assume it like that. So the picture here, whatever is drawn. So what you can, so how? So let me change the color of this. Okay. So the here picture here, what is shown? So what this picture represents? This picture is representing just so this is omega c plus omega m. This part is omega c minus omega m. So here these 2 points are omega c plus omega m and omega c minus omega m. So whatever we have seen, here, that the terms which we have got here, so we are interested with the harmonics which are nearer to the carrier frequency omega c. So यहाँ पर जो carrier terms हमें terms हमें मिले हैं, जैसे ये first term मिला है, ये this is the second part, third part, fourth part, the fifth part and sixth part. Okay. So यहाँ पर ये जो अलग-अलग parts दिखाए गए, तो इन parts में से we can see very easily that this does not carry any frequency term. So we can consider it as a DC term. Okay, so BVC cos omega CT. So this is the carrier term, the carrier frequency term. This is the baseband term, VM cos omega MT, baseband term. So what we are interested with, the harmonics which are nearer to omega c. So omega c is here. तो omega c के आसपास जो frequency हो, हमें सिर्फ उन्हें consider करना है. So we are considering only that. So please tell Kavita Kumari and Babita Kumari, roll number 16 and I think 6. She is unable to join, so tell her to restart her mobile, so that or restart his Zoom app, because I am allowing her to join, but she is unable to join.
Yes, sir. Join हो गया.
Okay. Okay, so omega c. So whatever the frequency term available here, हम उन सारे frequency terms के लिए interested हैं जो कि ओमेगा सी के आसपास वाले frequencies हो, क्योंकि हमने क्या किया है, जो हमारे पास modulating signal था ओमेगा एम का, ओमेगा एम रेंज का जो frequency था, उसे हमने ओमेगा सी तक क्या किया है, ओमेगा सी तक हमने उसे ट्रांसलेट किया है. ओके, यहाँ पर एक क्लियर पिक्चर ड्रॉ करता हूँ. हमारे पास, सो दिस आई एम टेकिंग एज द एक्सिस. सो इफ दिस इज omega representing omega m and this frequency is omega c, so we are interested with the frequency term which are nearer to the carrier part. Okay, so carrier part के अगल बगल में कौन कौन सा है, omega c plus omega m and omega c minus omega m. Okay, we already know that. So हम सिर्फ इसी के लिए इंटरेस्टेड हैं, यहाँ से यहाँ तक के लिए. हमें इसकी कोई जरूरत नहीं है अभी, क्योंकि हमने ऑलरेडी जो हमारा मॉड्यूलेटिंग सिग्नल है उसे हमने ट्रांसलेट कर दिया है कहाँ पर, टू दी where, to the carrier frequency. Okay. Yeah, okay. So okay. So that was deleted. So sorry. Okay. So we are interested only about these terms. So we can do this. We can assume this 2C by B as the modulation index or the sensitivity. Okay. So today what we are going to study, as we have already seen that in this type of amplitude modulation, where we are where we are getting the carrier part, this part, okay. Instead of this, we have got this upper sideband as well as the lower sideband. So omega c minus omega m is the lower sideband, and omega c plus omega m is the upper sideband. And we have already seen that this omega c this omega c plus omega and omega c minus omega m, only this component of the frequency is containing the required information. But this carrier does not have any information. Okay, so we want to eliminate this carrier part and maybe one of the sidebands. So what we are now interested with, we are suppressing the one of the sidebands and the carrier, so that at the receiver side we will get only the one of the sidebands. And we have also seen that the most of the power consumption is in carrier, so we like to omit it. So in that way, we are interested with only single sideband. Okay, so in this way, we now we have to study single sideband modulation. Okay, now we will see single sideband modulation. So are you able to see the notes of single sideband modulation? SSBSC.
Yes, sir.
So what this SSBSC represents? This SSBSC represents what?
Single sideband.
Yeah, single sideband suppressed carrier.
Suppressed carrier.
Single sideband suppressed carrier. Okay, so are you able to read this text, or should I enlarge it?
It's all right, sir.
It's all right. Okay. So this is the basic simple note. So you can go through all these things. Whatever I have told is written here. Okay. So this is a type of modulation in which the carrier and one of the sidebands is suppressed at the transmitter, as the carrier has no any information. Carrier has no any information, and the two sidebands has same type of information, as we have already discussed that. Okay. So modulation of this type with single sideband and suppressed carrier is known as SSBSC system. So this system reduces the bandwidth, as we have already seen that the bandwidth of double sideband modulation is 2 FM, where FM is the maximum frequency component available in the baseband signal. So what this FM was? This FM was the maximum frequency component of what? बेसबैंड सिग्नल, है ना। और ये हमने जो बैंडविड्थ मिला था ये कहाँ मिला था? DSB में मिला था। what stands for DSB? DSB stands for double sideband. Okay?
Double side.
Yeah, this DSB stands for double sideband. So what we can write it as DSB-FC. So what this DSB-FC means? Double sideband full carrier. So we have transmitted the signal which consists of both the sidebands as well as the carrier part. So we can name it as DSB-FC full carrier. Okay. So in that case, the bandwidth of the modulated signal was 2 FM. Now, when we are dealing with only one of the sideband, maybe the upper sideband or the lower sideband, in that case, the bandwidth will be reduced by half. So we can see this picture. From this picture, it is very much clear that the bandwidth will be reduced. So frequency spectrum. So this picture is for double sideband suppressed carrier. So when carrier is also suppressed, in that case, we will have both the two sidebands. So upper sideband and the lower sideband. So this is the upper sideband and this is the lower sideband. At the positive side, as well as here, it is the lower sideband and it is the upper sideband. Now here single sideband suppressed carrier. So here single sideband में यहाँ पर क्या है? यहाँ पर जो हम देख रहे हैं, it is omega c plus omega m वाला पार्ट है, मीन्स यहाँ पर upper sideband है, सिर्फ यहाँ पर सिर्फ upper sideband है, okay, and here it is the lower sideband. So we can suppress one of the sidebands by using some technique. So what is the technique? We will see later. Okay, so in this way we have got this type of spectrum. Now SSB-SC with single tone modulating signal. We already know that what is meant by single tone. Single tone means the baseband signal consists of only one frequency component. Okay, so baseband signal is here XT cos omega MT. We have written here. So okay, so this is the frequency spectrum of double sideband and single sideband. Okay. So here, whatever theory is given here, so we have XT as cos omega MT and we have carrier as cos omega CT. So in figure C, only lower sideband is shown. Figure C, जैसा ये, this is the figure C.
Sir, थोड़ा sir zoom कर दीजिए ना.
Okay. So that is what I have asked earlier, no? No problem. Is it okay now?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So in figure C, from figure C, you can see it very easily that only lower sideband is shown, which corresponds to ऊपर यहाँ पर लिखा है time domain signal. So time domain signal हमारे पास cos omega c minus omega mt है and इसी का frequency domain representation ये है. So इसी time domain signal का frequency domain representation ये है. Okay, so यहाँ पर सिर्फ omega c minus omega m वाला part है क्योंकि we have considered only the lower sideband. So thus the SSB-SC signal may be given as, so SSB-SC signal जो हमें मिलेगा उसमें सिर्फ cos omega c minus omega mt वाला part आना चाहिए. Now this is expanded as cos omega mt, cos omega ct plus sin omega m, sin omega. So this is the formula of cos. I think all of you have gone through this formula. Okay, cos c minus cos d, है ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is the formula for cos c minus cos d? It is cos or cos a minus b is equal to cos a cos b plus sin a sin b, है ना? तो उसी फॉर्मूले पे से किया गया. नाउ सिमिलरली फॉर अपर साइड बैंड, जैसे कि हमने लोअर साइड बैंड को यहाँ पर शो किया, इन द सेम वे वी कैन शो दी लोअर साइड बैंड आल्सो. दिस इज cos omega c plus omega mt. So cos omega mt cos omega ct minus sin omega mt sin omega ct. अब इन दोनों इक्वेशंस को अगर हम ऐड करें, ओके अगर कंबाइन करके लिखें इन दोनों सिग्नल्स को, देन वी कैन राइट इट एज ST stands for the modulated signal, SSB, which is cos omega mt cos omega ct plus minus sin omega mt sin omega ct, where this plus sign corresponds to the lower sideband and this minus sign corresponds to the upper sideband. Here, where that is written here. Okay. Now, this sin omega mt, whatever written here, sin omega mt and sin omega ct. So now what we are interested with, we are interested to get the either lower sideband or the upper sideband. Okay. So sin omega mt can be written as cos omega mt minus pi by 2. Can it be written as like this? Is it equal to, are these equals? Are these equal?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because we already know that cos 90 minus theta or theta minus 90. So cos minus theta is equal to plus cos theta. I think all of you know. So we can write it as so cos omega mt minus pi by 2. Okay. In the same way, sin omega ct is written as this one. Now, what is the motto of writing this type of inequality? So, thus the sine terms can be obtained from corresponding cosine terms. जो sine terms हमें मिला, उन sine terms को हम लोग cosine terms के form में लिख सकते हैं by giving a phase shift of minus pi by 2. So whatever this equation represents that there is a phase shift. Whatever is the angle here, whatever is the phase here, omega mt, it is shifted by minus pi by 2. So it is shifted by a pi by 2 angle. So sin omega mt हम लोग sin omega mt को हम लोग pi by 2 का phase shift करके cos के terms में लिख सकते हैं. So in general, modulating signal xt, if all frequency components are shifted by minus pi by 2, it may be lead to SSBSC. तो यहाँ पर मोटो क्या है, हमें SSBSC सिग्नल को जनरेट करना है. तो SSBSC सिग्नल को जनरेट करने के लिए हमें आइदर अपर साइड बैंड चाहिए और लोअर साइड बैंड चाहिए, है ना. तो अब हमारे पास अगर cos
all these flags are included plus other flags are added. So this is going to be useful to you in all the processors, whichever Intel family of processors you learn. First, what does flag register contain? Flag register contains the state.
Sakshi?
हेलो
या हेलो.
सर, आपका वॉइस बहुत डेंजर सा आ रहा था.
नहीं, वो एक्चुअली साक्षी कुमारी ने कोई वीडियो चला रखा है, उसकी आवाज साथ में आ रही है.
Okay, sir.
I think she has muted. Okay. So STSSB cos omega. So what we are interested with, what I want to tell you that हमें क्या करना है, हमें either upper sideband या lower sideband generate करना है. मतलब सिर्फ उसी के लिए हम इंटरेस्टेड हैं. तो हम क्या करें, हमारे पास cos omega mt और cos omega ct है. हम जानते हैं कि अगर लोअर साइडबैंड हमें चाहिए तो हमें ये टर्म आना चाहिए, cos omega mt cos omega ct प्लस sin omega mt sin omega ct. तो अब अगर हमारे पास सिर्फ ये वाला टर्म है, then we can generate this part just by giving a phase shift to this part. इस पार्ट का अगर 90 डिग्री का फेज शिफ्ट कर दिया जाए, then we will get this term. So and this is termed as one another thing which is known as, which is represented as x of ht. So what is this here? So in general, modulating signal xt if all the frequency components are shifted by minus pi by 2. Okay. So agar multi-tone signal hai xt with SSBSC given as, so this can be written as x of t cos omega ct plus minus x of ht sin omega ct. तो हमारे पास ये जो पहले सिग्नल था, ये cos omega mt cos omega ct, तो हमने जो लिया था वो क्या लिया था, जो मॉड्यूलेटिंग सिग्नल लिया था हमने वो cos omega mt लिया था और कैरियर सिग्नल cos omega ct है. So we can represent this cos omega mt as xt if xt is a multi-tone signal. Okay. So, and this is nothing but the phase shifted version of this cos omega mt. इस cos omega mt का जब phase shift कर देते हैं हम 90 डिग्री से, so and it is represented as x of ht. Okay, I will tell you what this h represents. So this cos omega mt is phase shifted by 90 degree, and that is represented as sin omega mt. So at that, if we are taking xt as the modulating signal, then x of ht is the phase shifted version of this particular xt. So this x of ht is what? Phase shifted version of xt. So what is the amount of this phase shift? Phase shift is minus pi by 2. Okay, so there is a phase shift of minus pi by 2. So what this x of ht represents? This x of ht is nothing but the phase shifted version obtained by shifting the phase of every component present in xt, and this h represents this h represents, sorry, Hilbert transform. So what this Hilbert transform do? This Hilbert transform gives a phase shift of minus pi by 2. Okay, so in some of the books you can see this h as a small h or the capital H. Okay, so do not bother about this. So what we can see here, that the SSB-SC signal can be obtained by just by giving a phase shift of minus pi by 2 to the modulating signal, every component, frequency component of the modulating signal. Okay, so we can see this. You can understood this by a block diagram of generating SSB-SC. Okay, so we will see that. Now, what is the advantages and disadvantages of SSB-SC at SSB over DSB? We have already seen that the bandwidth of this SSB is FM only. We can see from here only. From this picture, you can see that what is bandwidth here? What is bandwidth here? Bandwidth here is nothing but the higher frequency minus lower frequency. So what is the higher frequency? Higher frequency is omega c minus lower frequency is what? Omega c minus omega m. Omega c minus omega m. So what will be the result? Where omega c minus omega c plus omega m plus omega m. So this
Omega m.
Yeah, so this will be omega m. So we can see very easily that the frequency, the bandwidth of this modulating signal, the modulated signal is omega m. So this is a very useful thing. SSB allow more. So if the bandwidth of any signal is less, then within that particular bandwidth, so अगर किसी सिग्नल का bandwidth अगर कम है, तो वो सिग्नल क्या करेगा? चैनल में कम स्पेस को एक्वायर करेगा, बिकॉज हमारे पास जो कंस्ट्रेंट है वो कंस्ट्रेंट क्या है? फ्रीक्वेंसी बैंड. वी हैव अ लिमिटेड फ्रीक्वेंसी बैंड विच इज यूज्ड फॉर कम्युनिकेशन पर्पस. सो हम क्या चाहते हैं कि कोई भी सिग्नल है वो कम से कम फ्रीक्वेंसी बैंड को ऑक्यूपाई करे, सो दैट we can transmit more than one signal or more number of signals using the same channel or using the same band of frequencies. So due to less bandwidth, SSBs will allow more number of signals, allow more number of signals to be transmitted in same frequency range. So lots of power saving. We already know that. If as I have taken in the last class, if modulation index is 1, in that case, if the carrier power PC is 100 watt, the total power PT is 150 watt. We have calculated it yesterday. So you can see this. So what is the sideband power? PS is equal to 150 minus 100, that is 50 watt. And this 50 watt consists of the upper sideband and lower sideband. So power of upper sideband is equal to power of lower sideband is equal to PS by, or you can write it as PSB sideband, PSB by 2. So this is 50 by 2. We have 25 watt only. So what is the total power consumption and what is the power consumption in this sideband, which is containing the actual information? So you can see that only the so this 50 watt, this 50 watt is 50 watt is only 33.33% of 150 watt. 150 watt क्या था? 150 था टोटल पावर, और इस टोटल पावर का सिर्फ 33% ही हमारे यूजफुल पावर में कंज्यूम हो रहा है. सो देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ पावर सेविंग. पावर सेविंग मतलब क्या? अगर हम दोनों साइड बैंड्स को ट्रांसमिट करते तो हमें 50 वाट का कंजम्पशन होता. हाँ, और सिर्फ सिंगल साइड बैंड को ट्रांसमिट कर रहे हैं, देन we are using only 25 watt. If we will use the double sideband modulation, in that case we are consuming this 150 watt. So instead of this total power 150 watt, we are consuming only 25 watt. So we are able to save a lot of power. Okay, so reduced interference. One of the more advantages, reduced interference of noise. As lesser the bandwidth, as noise is lesser, the bandwidth lesser will be the noise in the channel. Okay. Now, what are the disadvantages? So disadvantages are the generation and reception of SSB signal is complicated. Now, as we can see that for SSB modulation, we required a phase shifter, है ना? क्योंकि अब हम क्या कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पर सिग्नल का फेज शिफ्ट कर रहे हैं. तो इस फेज शिफ्टेड पार्ट को लाने के लिए we will require a phase shifter. Okay, so this will make the system more complex. Now, the SSB transmitter and receiver need to have an excellent frequency stability. Excellent frequency stability क्यों? क्योंकि now what we are doing here, we are just transmitting the upper sideband. If this is omega c, so this is omega c plus omega m. We are transmitting the if we are transmitting the upper sideband, then we require a highly frequency stable system, because what we are now interested with, the upper sideband only. So there will be a require of sharp cutoff filters, है ना? Sharp cutoff filters की भी यहाँ जरूरत पड़ेगी, क्योंकि इस बार क्या होना चाहिए, ये वाला पार्ट नहीं आना चाहिए, मतलब लोअर साइडबैंड वाला पार्ट नहीं आना चाहिए अगर हम अपर साइडबैंड वाले पार्ट को ट्रांसमिट करना चाहते हैं. हाँ, सो वी विल रिक्वायर अ शार्प कट ऑफ फिल्टर. सो फ्रीक्वेंसी स्टेबिलिटी के लिए जरूरत है ज्यादा. A slight change in frequency will hamper the quality of transmitted and received signal. Therefore, SSB is not generally used for transmission of the good quality music. So this is used for the speedy transmission, where the transmission at a very large speed is required. It is used. So what are the applications now? Applications the power saving, जहाँ power saving की जरूरत होगी वहाँ इसका इस्तेमाल करेंगे. एंड लो बैंडविड्थ रिक्वायरमेंट जहाँ हो, है ना, जहाँ पर हमारे पास बैंडविड्थ रिक्वायरमेंट कम है, मतलब हमारे पास कम बैंडविड्थ है, there the SSB will be used. Application areas are land and air mobile communication. Okay, mobile communication, land and air mobile communication, telemetry, military communications, navigation, and amateur radio. So these applications are point-to-point communication applications. Okay, so this is all about the SSB modulation. So we have seen the what is SSB modulation and the simple expression. So how we are interested with here either upper sideband or lower sideband. So we have got the expression as this, and we have seen the advantages, disadvantages, and the application of SSB. Now, I have given one numerical yesterday. So has anybody solved it? कल जब क्लास ओवर हो रहा था उसके पहले हमने एक जस्ट थोड़ा सा न्यूमेरिकल देखा था. आई थिंक सम ऑफ यू हैव सॉल्व्ड इट.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So have you got the answer? Have you got the
Yes,
answer?
sir. But can you please repeat the answer? We want just to check if our answer is correct or not.
Okay, okay. So have you got VM as 2.35 volt?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What about
And VC 7.1.
yeah. Okay, it's okay. So if anybody want to know the solution, then he or she can contact me. Okay.
Sir, please repeat the answer.
Hello. Has anybody told anything?
Yes, sir. Sir, please repeat the answer.
VM was 2.35 and VC was 7.1 approximately. Isn't it?
Yes.
So I am interested about the thing. I am not interested about the answer. Answer should be correct, but thing is that you should know how the division calculation is there in the oscilloscope. So whenever you will see the oscilloscope or DSO, in that case you have to calculate. You should know the calculation, how the calculation is going on. Okay, now we are going. Okay, so I think the class will be over now. So I think you all of you should join the class again for 10 minutes. Okay, because it is getting over now. So is there any confusion or is there any question within this much? अभी तक जो हमने डिस्कस किया उसमें कहीं किसी को कोई इशू है? No issues. Okay. So I am just stopping this and सभी लोग फिर से ज्वाइन करोगे. ओके, सभी लोग फिर से ज्वाइन करोगे.
Yes, sir.